Hello, everyone. I hope you are having an amazing day. Guys, I'm so excited to share this with you today. So, I'm going to tell you how you can win a free ebook on wealth building. So, we have a couple books. We have a book that came out in January called Creating Wealth for the Kingdom. That book was number one on Amazon in a couple different categories for quite a while. Actually, it was doing really well, and I know that that book is still going out. It's still impacting people, and it talks a lot about how to create wealth for the kingdom. Right. So how do we fund that God-given mission, and how do we deal with the way that we look at money, so that way we can grow in this area and not be in this place of and so that's one of the books that we'll be giving away. Another one, we have a book coming out, and you might see my background, or whenever the little thing was playing before, you saw a picture of all those beautiful people. Also in Network for the Kingdom, you'll see the banner as well. All these people for this book that's coming out, God Belongs in Business. Okay, so from now until April 1st, you can get a free ebook. So you'll be one of the first people to get a free copy of that book, an ebook, when you grab a ticket to our Rise and Shine Summit. Now, I want to talk to you about the summit, why I believe it's going to be impactful, and why you need to be there. When I tell you need to be there, you need to be there, okay? Whether you get a virtual ticket or an in-person ticket. Now, we would love for you to be in person. I want to be able to meet you, to connect. There's something so beautiful when you're able to connect with other people, when you're able to be in the same room and to network. And so what I want to share with you is just a quick video, and it's going to talk through a little bit about why you need to be there. So if this video resonates with you, if it's something that really sits in your heart, and you kind of feel yourself, tugging towards this, then you need to grab your ticket. So I'm going to go ahead and show this video, and we'll come right back.
It's not hard to see that we live in a world full of suffering. There are new pains being birthed every single day. And God created a church in order to be the hands and feet of Christ, to extend the love, the mercy, and the grace of God to a hurting and broken world. So why is it that so much of the world's resources are in the hands of very few, when we know our God is the owner of all things? We believe that 2024 is a year to usher in one of the greatest transfers of wealth this world has ever seen. How much more powerful would it be for the children of God to be good stewards of this wealth? How many missions can be funded? How many lives can be set free? The truth is that resources are needed for these types of things. So why is the church not fulfilling its full mission? Why are their church leaders struggling every single day just to make ends meet? In a world hungry for healing, leadership, and purpose, there arises a calling, a divine summons for Christian leaders to rise like never before. No longer shackled with doubt and feelings of lack. The Rise and Shine Summit is a place where hearts find restoration, leaders discover their true power, and businesses are born with a spirit of excellence. You are not just a leader, you are a beacon of light in a world that yearns for guidance. Your journey is not solitary, but intertwined with a community of believers who share your vision, your struggles, and your triumphs. Together, we rise above challenges, we heal deep wounds, we lead with unwavering faith. We launch ventures that honor God, and we walk in prosperity that testifies to His abundance. Join us at the summit, where inspiration meets action, where purpose meets passion, and where your divine destiny awaits. Step boldly into the role you are meant to play, and let your light shine brightly for all to see. Your time is now. Your calling is clear. Rise, heal, lead, prosper, and shine in a world with the glory of God. The Rise and Shine Summit, where leaders are transformed, businesses are empowered, and God's light shines the brightest. Reserve your ticket today and embark on a journey that will change not only your life, but the lives of those who you are called to serve. Together, let's rise and shine in the fullness of our God-given potential.
All right. So, guys, this is why you need to be a part of this, okay? So that video was meant to show you what this is all about, what you are connecting with when you are coming to this summit. And like I said, that's how you're going to get that free ebook when you get your ticket. You don't have to get VIP, even just general admission. Now, we are doing this both virtually, but also in person. And I'm really pushing for in person. If you can make it out to us, especially if you're in the East Coast, you want to be there, you want to be a part of that. If you do VIP, there will be opportunity to ask our panel anything. So I want to talk to you a little bit about some of the speakers who are going to be joining us and why you need to be a part of this event. As I'm doing that, also the QR code is here. So if at any point you want to just grab your ticket, you go ahead and scan that code. But let me talk to you a little bit about this. So what is really the goal for the summit? One of the things that we realized was that there's a lot of people who are in a position where they haven't been able to step into their purpose for whatever reason. And a lot of times this has to do with financial resources. Now, we believe that we are coming into a period and a time when we're going to see some of that already. I already see it happening, right? I follow some of you. I know some of you who are in full-time ministry. I see what God is doing in your life. And I believe that we're coming into a time where we are going to see resources even more and more coming forward. And so we can really be able to fund the thing that God has placed within us. So what is this all about? This is about being able to step into your assignment. This is about being able to prosper where God has already called you. We're all called to a certain mountain of influence. We're all called to influence where we are. And so what we want to do is we want to bring the light of God into that place. So I want to talk to you a little bit about what the event's going to look like. So there's 3 days to this. Day one, we're having a virtual kickoff. So our virtual kickoff will be online, and you're going to hear from different people who are part of this book that's coming out, God Belongs in Business. Some of them are going to be with us in person, some won't, but you'll hear from them as well as some other people around these things. We're going to talk about key issues around prosperity in the church. We're going to talk about how to grow, how to prosper ourselves in different areas, and it's going to be really great, okay? Day two is going to be worship and healing based. So we're going to have actually a worship team. House of the Forest is going to be joining us, and they're going to take us through some worship, and that's going to be really, really impactful. And we're going to also hear from a couple of speakers on that day, and we're going to talk about walking in spiritual prosperity, right? There's emotional healing that needs to happen. And so that's what we're going to really focus on there in day two. Now, day three, of course, you'll be networking no matter what, but day three is really networking and building. It's getting into the nitty gritty. It's talking about the things that are most important to talk about in order to truly build in this. And so I'll share with you just a couple of our speakers that we have coming. So you have my husband and myself. I'm a story creation coach. A lot of what I do is around, story creation, writing books, launching businesses, using your God-given story and the things that have happened in your life to see growth in that and to go to the next level in what God has for you by looking at your story and using your story as a point for that. My husband is visionary leadership and business coach. And so he's really great at helping you to set the vision. Because if you don't have a vision, you don't know where you're going, you're never going to get to the promised land. So, we really want to help you to set the vision. We also have Nestor Gomez. Nestor Gomez is a pastor. He's a motivational speaker, and he's done a lot of work around training for Christian and secular companies. He's done a lot of preparation between workshops, manuals, leadership training, teamwork. This is really, really beneficial if you want to know about those things, especially about your gifts and your unique talents. He's really, really awesome for that. We have Janeri Arce Cotto. She'll be joining us as well. And she's a best-selling author. She's an entrepreneur. She does all kinds of amazing things, but you're going to want to be connected with her as well. She's in deliverance ministry. So that's super important, right? Our spiritual health, our heart, all those things need to be healed in order to really progress to that next level. We have Donald who will be joining us. Some of you have seen Donald here with us. He's a wealth strategist. He teaches people how to get to their first million and how to do it in a way that's ethical and honoring to God, which is huge, right? It's huge. That's huge for us. So he's awesome with that. He also does a lot in real estate. He teaches you how to create wealth through real estate as well. And he has a movement called the P727 movement, which is all about helping people to step into this financial prosperity. So Donald will be joining us. And these are all speakers that are going to be live. And this is why I say there's so much value in securing a VIP ticket, because VIP, you'll have the opportunity to ask our panel anything. When I say that the way that this is priced, it's almost like we're pretty much giving it away. $20 for a general ticket to get in the same room with people who are doing these amazing things, right? Sometimes it takes one strategy, one conversation, one answer that can really shift the direction that you're going, and have a really big impact on your life. And so I say, if you can get VIP, go for VIP, because VIP is $100, and that's not per day, that's for the entire thing. So the first night we're gonna have a half a day, on Friday. Saturday is gonna be a full day. We're going to be there all day. So it's going to be really, really awesome. We have Valerie Ireland. She'll be joining us. She's a health transformation mentor. If you need to know how to break free from emotional eating, like our bodies, right? Our bodies are our temple. It's important how our vehicle moves. If you feel called to stages, you feel called to do these things, but you don't feel good about in your physical body, that's not going to be good for anybody, right? So she's going to help us to look at how we can walk in prosperity when it comes to our physical health, our bodies. Okay. We have Sonia Christine who'll be joining us as well. She's a motivational self-perception coach, right? She's going to help you. She's going to teach you about her past, her history, the things that she's gone through, and how she's been able to reestablish fun in her life, right? Regardless of the things that have happened. If we're not doing things from a place of joy and a place of rest and enjoying our life, what's the point of all of this? Okay. So she's going to help you with that. We have Vanessa Lawrence, who's coming from the UK. Guys, we have 3 speakers who are coming from the United Kingdom to New York to be here for this. I mean, that is dedication, and I cannot wait to hug these ladies. Vanessa's going to be joining us. She's been in Christian ministry for over 25 years, and she's also a best-selling author with her book, I Was Born in Africa. She's an inner healing coach. She's going to help you to navigate. She's going to help you to go firmer and reestablishing and establishing that connection with the Lord. And there's a modality that she walks you through, that really helps you to break past some of that. So she's going to be there. Elizabeth Kirsten's going to be there. She's an identity and encouragement coach. You need to know your identity. You need to know who you are. She's an entrepreneur, motivational speaker. This woman has a prophetic anointing on her like I've never seen. Okay. So, you know that the Lord's going to do something amazing through her while she's here, through our friend Lizzie. She's also an author, and she's in this book as well. As some of the others that I've mentioned, you'll see them in that picture, but she has a book coming out as well called Isha, No More Silent Tears. So she talks about, the abuses that go on in marriage. So she's going to be joining us. We have Mary Westcott. She is a postpartum depression mentor. So ladies, if you're going through something like that, and she's also in podcasting. So if you want to get into podcasting, she can help you out, right? She can give you some pointers. So you're going to want to connect with Mary. We have Japheth Moore. Jay Moore is joining us. He's the healthy accountant. For those of you who are in business, those of you who are entrepreneurs, and you need to know how to get to the next level, you want to enjoy doing your taxes. You want to actually look forward to doing taxes, especially some of you right now in tax season. Some of you are like, yay, I got a return. And some of you are like, yeah, no, I owe some money. You're going to want to connect with him. He teaches you how to create wealth and freedom through taxes. Like, I didn't even know or think that was possible, but apparently it's possible. Okay, we have Chris Porter. She's another one coming from the UK. Her, Lizzie, and Vanessa are all coming from the UK to join us. She's a communications and purpose coach. She's going to walk you through strategy, vision. She helps with pioneering. She does a lot of amazing things. So you're really going to want to hear Chris when she comes, and she's going to help you to reestablish some of that purpose in your life and also teach you how to communicate well, which is huge when you're going to different levels. We have Sherry Shoemaker, who's joining us. She's the Blissful Brain Coach, and she is really cool because she teaches us a lot about how things happen in our brains, right? Like the impact of our brains. I know when I first started working with her, I told her, I'm like, Sherry, you remind me of Dr. Caroline Leaf. I'm like, you could totally be the next Dr. Caroline Leaf. So you're going to want to hear from her. She talks a lot about the benefits of nutraceuticals. And so some of these things on a more physical level as well. So we have the spiritual, the emotional, the physical. We're really covering all areas of this, the financial, because prosperity really covers all of these things. So you're going to want to join us for that. We have Elisa Porto, who's joining us, and I'm so excited to hear her. She is a psychologist. So again, coming from this perspective, but she's a Christian. So she's going to give you things. She's going to talk a lot about how things in our early years affect us now. And sometimes we don't think these things are important, but they are, because if we're going to go to the next level, if God is calling you to a certain place and you don't deal with those things early on, it's going to affect you later on. So she's going to help you to navigate some of that. And then we also have Rosa Gomez, who's going to teach. And this woman is a powerhouse. When you give her a microphone, you will not want to leave. You'll be like, please come back again. She is a powerful woman of God, an intercessor. Her prayers, just everything. She pastors along with Nestor Gomez at Casa Servir, which is where the event is being hosted. So it's going to be hosted at that church in Carmel, New York. So this is going to be a really, really impactful time. I am so excited to have just everybody that's going to be there. It's going to be a part of this, all the things that we're going to be covering. So if you want to grab your free ebook of either Creating Wealth for the Kingdom, which is a best-selling book, like I said, it has those little gems in there that might just be the thing you need to get to the next level. So you're going to want to secure that. And just for this limited time, you can choose which one you want, or you can get God Belongs in Business, which has 12 authors and is 12 different kingdom keys to advance your life and your business. So again, you're going to want to secure your ticket. General admission is $100. That's both days. Okay, both days for $100. If you do join us in person, there's opportunity to have lunch, right? There's opportunity to hang out with us. There's also, we're still taking sponsors. There's sponsorship opportunities. You have to look at these as, I have an opportunity to network. I have an opportunity to get in front of people who are in a place that I want to be. So I want to ask them questions. I want to do those things. So you're going to want to go VIP. VIP is $100. If you are virtual, you do also have the opportunity for VIP. VIP will be given preference and the opportunity to ask questions. So you will be given the first chance to ask our panel anything. If you could ask, right, any of these people any question, that's amazing. Some of these people in their coaching, they charge hundreds of dollars just to be in a room with them. So this is what I'm saying. You need to take advantage of the opportunity. You need to know what's in front of you, the value that's in front of you, of the people who are coming that have something, no matter where you are, whether right now your biggest struggle is financial, maybe it's physical, maybe it's emotional, right? Maybe it's spiritual, whatever it is, you're going to have somebody there that's going to have the wisdom of God. It's going to be able to help you to progress, to get to that next level. And so what we're asking is really not a lot, the cost of admission. Okay. And I say this, it's more for you than it is for us, because I want to make sure you go. I want to make sure you show up. I want to make sure that you're getting the breakthrough that is promised you, right, through this. So I believe that you're going to have breakthrough if you show up, you come, you're ready, you're willing to learn. So just a little bit more information about this. It is in, like I said, it's in Carmel, New York. It's in Carmel, New York, and it's going to be June 21st and 22nd. So it's a Friday and a Saturday. Friday is a half day. We're starting, late afternoon, and we're going through the evening. And on Saturday, it's a full day. Okay. So we're going to be there all day on Saturday. And so, yes, so doors will be open. I believe we're doing around 4 p.m. on the first day. I will have to just confirm some of that, but I'm pretty sure that's when we're opening, around 3 or 4 p.m. And then we'll officially kick off shortly after that. Day 2, doors, I believe, are going to open around 9 a.m. Again, we're going to be there all day. So if you have some questions about where you should stay, there is a funnel that is attached to this. You can click the link, you can scan this code, either way, to get to the page. And there's some frequently asked questions at the bottom. So it's probably going to answer your questions. But we did talk about some hotels that you could possibly stay at. If you're thinking about airports, all of that is also there. One thing I will tell you is, if you have one type of ticket, you can switch if you need to before the event starts, but once the event begins, you can't switch. So you can't go one day virtual, one day physical. You either have either or type of ticket. But like I said, if some of you even just got your tax returns, if you can make it out here and you can be a part of this and connect with us, that is going to be so impactful. Okay. We are not offering refunds at this time for any of the tickets. You can always gift them. But like I said, general admission is only $20. Sometimes you go to Starbucks, you grab a coffee and a little cake pop, and you're already at $20. Okay. So think about, what is this worth to you? Talking about meals, there's plenty of things. We're about 90 minutes outside of Manhattan. So if you did want to go and you've never been to Manhattan and you're like, hey, I want to see what that's like in there, you can go ahead and go there, and you can see. And so you can come and visit us here in New York. So that's just a little bit more information. Now, childcare, some people might ask me about childcare. We are offering childcare for the event. So if you're concerned, or you're like, I don't know, what am I going to do with the babies? There is a registration for childcare. Childcare costs $25 per child for the event. If you have more than one child, it's $15 for each additional child, but that covers for the whole event. So you don't have to worry about it. So again, we're really trying to cover all of our bases and make this as easy and as simple as possible for you to be a part of this and for you to come. Okay. So you're going to want to go ahead and secure that ticket. Like I said, in person, we have a limited number available. There's only a limited number of seats. If you do opt into VIP, again, you're going to get preferential seating. You'll get the opportunity to ask anything, and you can get a signed book. You'll get to choose. You'll get a physical book, either Creating Wealth for the Kingdom or God Belongs in Business, and you'll get it signed. Now, I will tell you, but the authors of Creating Wealth for the Kingdom, all of them are going to be there. So you're going to get at least one sign. You could probably get it signed by all of them, but you're going to get to interact with us. You're going to talk. You're going to learn. You're going to grow. It's so impactful. And for those of you who are buying into VIP, somebody who buys VIP will also win the opportunity to be able to have lunch with the speakers. That is huge. Again, additional networking, additional opportunities to connect and to talk and to grow and to be in proximity. So you're going to want to grab your ticket. I know this is going to be impactful. I know we're going to have a great time, whether you're virtual or you're in person, if you can't make it to us in person. But if you can, I would really recommend coming and joining us. Okay. So thank you guys so much. And I look forward to seeing you at the event. I know we're going to have a great time. We're going to go to the next level and we're going to do it together. So